Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 17 of our Minnesota Twins rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. Last we left off, we were blitzing through the month of June in year two. Overall, not the greatest run of results. I played through a few series off stream. Recap that here in a second. And then we have a murders row of divisional games that we are going to go through this episode. On a channel related note, I started a new, definitely shorter series of a text based story game called Road Warden on the channel recently. So if you're interested in that, go and check it out, give it a like, comment as well. It's a really cool game. Really excited for the series, which will be running kind of in tandem with this main series. Before we begin, just to recap, um, didn't go great last episode in terms of some of the series. Unfortunately, the Tigers, I think, just kind of have our number. We took 3 out of 4 against them, and then they swept us. So on aggregate, they won those two series. Lost series against the Royals, the Marlins, turned it around against the Nats, the Padres, but then just lost a series against the Rays. The latter of those I did off stream. Recapping injuries really quick. Framber Valdez picked up a rotator cuff strain, so he is out 5 to 6 weeks. He was our ace. He was on track to have a very nice season, and unfortunately, he will be out until probably mid-August, maybe early August if we're lucky. So that sucks. He'd been pretty good injury wise until that. So, really disappointed to lose him. Obviously, Mick Abel has been called up to be that fifth starter. Didn't do all that great against the Padres, but good to at least get him back in the rotation so that he doesn't threaten to strangle us in the middle of the night. No other guys are getting back soon. Prelip's still out for 2 months. Burr obviously is going to miss the whole season. And Byron Buxton, who last episode got injured once again, he is out for another week or two. His injury proneness is still fragile, which is good. Um, I imagine it's going to become wrecked the instant a longer injury takes place. We'll see how that goes. He had not been having that good of a season for us. Sub 300 on base, sub 700 OPS. I think what's really killing him, if we compare his percentile rankings this year, 10th percentile in walks, 14 in Ks. Last season, 41 in walks, 39 in Ks, which isn't great. It's a heck of a lot better than what he's doing here this season. So that's a little worrisome for one of our star players who will revolt anytime he's not batting fourth. Furthermore, off stream, I made a trade. Brooks Lee has been traded to the Tampa Bay Rays really for two reasons. One, it's just a statement of fact. He had had a really bad year this season. The percentile rankings look nice, but then when you really start digging into them, his expected slugging of around 400 is nice. Batting average 255 is still worse than it was last season. Same with the slugging. He walks a lot. He doesn't strike out, which is good. If you compare that to last year, he's definitely improved on walks. But I don't think he has a lot of value to us as a backup infielder. Part of that is he's just not a great second baseman, negative 2.5 zone rating. His range is even worse at second than it was at short. I don't know how that makes sense, but I'm not going to question it. And so we have sent him off to Tampa Bay, along with a minor league prospect, Christian Becerra, who is not that good of a pitcher. I mean, there's a chance if he hits his potential, he'll have two good pitches, but that's about it. And in exchange, we got two prospects. First is Trendon Parrish, currently in AAA for the Rays. He's going to be in AA for us. And he just looks like your classic guy that's going to be really good in the minors, but to have any luck in the majors, he's going to need to hit his potential for pretty much everything. But he has a lot of numbers that we love. He's in the 93rd percentile for strikeouts. He doesn't allow a lot of contact, gets good swings. The problem, though, is his fastball velo is even worse than the range here. So if he loses that, he might be in trouble. But I got to keep an eye on. The real get in this trade is Mason Molina. Again, the Rays had him as a reliever. I like him as a starter. He has the potential to have three really good pitches, fastball, curve, and changeup. The control is a problem. Let's be frank. But I like him more than Kendry Rojas, which, you know, if you say that in a vacuum, you probably get laughed at. But if I just compare the two men here and sort of take a look, I mean, Molina, he's going to miss out on some control potential, but everything else is better. Pitch wise, I would rather have Molina's than Kendry's. And Molina is younger. So I think losing Brooks Lee could come back to bite us. I don't think it will because look at the man's numbers. But I think getting Mason Molina is good. And I am trying to prepare my pitching staff for a world where 3 out of 5 of my starters are going to be gone, either at the end of this year or next. So with Brooks Lee being traded, the corresponding move is very simple. Owen Miller has been recalled from his rehab assignment in AAA. We're going to give him some decent run the rest of the season. And part of that, I think, is we have a growing Cody Clemens problem where his bat has somehow gotten worse, which I didn't think was possible, but evidently it was. His bat has not been great. I think he's clearly not a second baseman. His range of 3.8, negative zone rating. He's got 4 errors in 27 games. It's a problem. If you actually, interestingly enough, look at his splits, he's done much better against lefties than he has righties. So I think going forward, the move is against righties, Owen Miller is going to take second. Adley Rushman is going to bat fourth. And then Royce Lewis, Trey Morgan, Miller, Jenkins, Culpepper. Against lefties, I think I talked about this last episode, but I made my decision. I think we're just going to bench Walker Jenkins against lefties. Gabriel Gonzalez is going to go to left, and then we're going to give James Outman some run in center field. I don't love that, but with Buxton hurt, that's just where we're at right now. We're 1 game back of the Guardians for the division, and then the Tigers are 1 game back of us. So this division could get crazy. We have a 3-game set against the Royals, 3 against the White Sox, 3 against the Guardians, and then 4 against the White Sox later on. So anything can happen. But let us get the party started. Game one against the Royals. Zebby Matthews on the mound for us. Nick Pivetta for the Royals. Looks like they signed him 4 years, 128 million. Fair enough. So Trey Morgan is also cold. I am gonna let him hit out of it at the very least until Buxton gets back. Because right now we don't have a logjam in the outfield. We will have a logjam once Byron Buxton returns. Then we'll have like two uncomfortable decisions to make in one. So without further ado, Gabriel Gonzalez grounds out to third. Nothing there. Luke Keeschel hits a nice bloop single. We take those. We do indeed. And Wellner pops it up, fair play. So, yeah, I think my goal for this episode is to, at the very least, get through the majority of these series against divisional opponents and then get up to the draft. And then that can kick off next episode. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes as Royce Lewis takes a walk. I am not going to run on Carter Jensen more often than not, as Owen Miller hits it to the fence. Ground rule double there is unfortunate because I think Royce Lewis may have scored there. Yeah, it cost him an RBI, but I mean, hey, I have faith in my boys to score them. Owen Miller with the chopper to third, and it's an infield single. Very good. Well done from Owen Miller as Walker Jenkins hits into the double play. It scores the run, but that kind of dragged the momentum to a halt there. There we go. Culpepper keeps it going with a single. Part of the other reason we trade Brooks Lee is because, like, Culpepper is our shortstop this whole year, no matter what. And we just have to give him a run. Because this is the year where we have Merrick Houston in AAA. He's not doing great. I don't really have that many guys that can play shortstop, so might as well play Culpepper and hope against hope that his last 2.5 months are better than the first. As Matt Wallner with the solo shot, 370 feet. He's up to 17 on the year. And Rushman walks. I don't think Nick Pivetta is having a very good season. As Royce Lewis gets it down. Oh boy. This just feels a tad cruel. No, Trey Morgan swinging a miss. Owen Miller hits it up to center, but that'll be caught easily by Kyle Isbell. Uh-oh. Michael Massey is on second for the aforementioned Isbell, who grounds out first. I'll take that trade. There we go. Michael Garcia goes down. Nothing for us in the fourth, but Mickey Moniak and Jack Caglianone are aboard. Bobby Witt swinging a miss. That's massive. And they ran on Rushman. Yeah. Jensen hits it up to center, and Gonzalez can't get there. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, Gonzalez objectively is not a good center fielder, but I got to put somebody there. And I like James Outman, but I don't like him enough to have him be our everyday center fielder. All right, double play gets us out of this. Mike Yastrzemski Does not want to oblige. Bloop single into left. Oh, it's not going good for Zebby right now. There we go. Michael Massey goes down swinging. I really don't want the lineup to flip, but it will. It just, see, from that animation, it makes it look like all Walker Jenkins did was see the ball coming and just stand still. It's like, I'm not even going to try. All right, we lost the lead. Very painful. Let's see if Adley Rushman can get it back. All right, they walk him. 2 on, 1 out. Royce Lewis hits it into left. That's down. I am not going to run here. Whenever it says the ball is shallow, that is a guaranteed out, essentially. Trey Morgan hits it to the pitcher. They go home. They get Luke Keeschel. Allegedly. All right, and they walk in a run. Fair play. Nick Pivetta is at 94 pitches. They're leaving him in. Walker Jenkins swings at the 3-1. Oh, boy. All right. In terms of bullpen, we're doing pretty good, but I'd like it if Zebby could get me at least a couple outs here in the 5th. He gets Moniak to fly out. Caglione. Very good. Struck him out. Bobby Witt. The chopper to Culpepper. Yeah, that's fair. I'll let him face Carter Jensen. Hits it into center. Gabriel flags it down. All right. I'm glad Zebby gave me another inning for the sake of my bullpen. I'll take what I can get. So now I think we're going to go Festa for the 6th and 7th if we can get them both. Oh, boy. Massey's on 2nd. Now he's on 3rd. Off the wild pitch. Don't walk Kyle Isbell. Well, he did. Miguel Garcia's up. Hits it to short. Culpepper's throw in time. That wasn't scary at all. All right, leadoff double from Rushman. Alex Lang, the turtleneck. Well, that was unceremonious, wasn't it? They walk Trey Morgan. I'll tell you what. With Trey Morgan, obviously, the contact has not at all been what we want it to be. He's doing pretty decent in the walking and avoid K department. Owen Miller, up to right field. Nah, caught easily. It's the hitting the ball that Trey Morgan struggles with, which unfortunately is the most important part for a hitter. As Jenkins flies out. All right, clean 8th or 7th, excuse me, from Festa. That's big. And he runs for us. Gabriel Gonzalez is on 2nd. Matt Wallner, the swing. Popped it up. All right, we're going to go Bruce Dar for the 8th. Squatch is on 2nd. Michael Massey. Hits it to 2nd. Owen Miller makes the out. All right. He only needed, what, 12 pitches? 11. I'm going to leave him in for the 9th, but I'm going to get Watanabe warming up in case we take the lead here. Here's Rushman. Flies out to left. Royce Lewis grounds out to 1st. All right. We're going to pinch hit here for Trey Morgan. I'm going to give Cody Clemens the bat. We're going to go for a solo shot. Come on, Cody. Nope. Hard grounded to 1st. All right. Bottom of the 9th. I'm going to let Bruce Dar face Isbell, but if he gets on base, then we pull him. There we go. Swing and a miss. All right. Can he get Ozzy Albies, who is pinch hitting for Mikel Garcia? Questionable decision, but I'm not, I'll let the AI do whatever they want. Mickey Moniak lines out to first. Very good work from the bullpen so far. Cody Clemens is now our ghost runner. Here's Owen Miller to the plate. Pops it up to center. That's not deep enough to move Cody. For a millisecond, I thought he was going for that. Walker Jenkins pops it to second. He is 0 for 5 today, for those keeping track at home. Culpepper hits it deep to left and gone. 2-run shot, his 7th on the year for the shortstop. I'm going to make another pinch hit here. We're going to go James Outman. And he struck out looking. I was hoping I could get back-to-back solo shots, but alas. All right, so Outman is going to take center field. I forgot to get Watanabe warming up. He's still ready. Cool. All right, here we go. If the Ghost Runner scores, that's fine. Anything else, though, we're going to the 11th. Caglione hits it into center. Outman's there. Moniak does not move. Bobby Witt flies out to left. Carter Jensen. Soft grounder to the pitcher. The throw not nearly in time. All right, Pasquantino could walk it off. Grounded to the pitcher again. The throw, that looked in time. Objection, Your Honor. He was out by that animation. Yastrzemski hits it to second, throws in time. All right, we get the win. That looked a little scary at the end. Very nice from Culpepper to get the home run there. Really happy with our bullpen. Bruce Dar gets the win. Watanabe the save. Let's just go right to game 2. Let's not mess around here. I am going to make one sub. I'm going to give Walker Jenkins the day off. Gabriel Gonzalez can go to left. Outman can take center field. I'm giving the man the day off because he's not going to play against the lefty tomorrow anyway. So he can rest and think and try to remember how to hit the baseball. How does Adley Rutschman get a triple with that speed? I ask you. There we go. Royce Lewis. RBI single. Let's see if Trey Morgan can bring him around here. He rifles it down the right field line. Royce Lewis just did not move after that happened. The man stood stock still. Here's Owen Miller. Full count. Walk him, I dare you. Nah, you swung. Here's Outman. Swing and a miss. Culpepper hits it into right. Lined out. We had runners on second and third, no outs. And we scored no one. That's embarrassing. And Keishel strikes out. Wallner hits it deep to right and over the right fielder. Again, with this mist, it's very hard to tell where the ball is. An RBI double for Wallner there. Okay, it was a liner that Michael Wacha caught. I had a very hard time with the weird camera flip animation thing figuring out what happened. Royce Lewis, line drive. Matt Wallner's going home safe. RBI single for Royce. And they walk Trey Morgan. I think I like this. I like Royce Lewis at 5 and Morgan at 6. I think we have a good 1-2 punch there for contact and walking, good speed. I think that's a good place to put those two. Hey, remember when I traded Brooks Lee? Culpepper is out 5 weeks. Can I just like go and null and void that Brooks Lee deal, please? Can I just make that happen really quick? All right. I mean, very simply, we're gonna have to have. I mean, yeah. Now I created the problem for myself, didn't I? I mean, Owen Miller has better stats than. Actually, yeah, screw it. Cody's gonna play short. No, Owen Miller has the stats for it. Owen Miller will go to short. Cody Clemens will take second. That's a problem. Of course, I trade away Brooks Lee because he has no use to me as a backup. And then immediately the starting shortstop gets hurt. This is why we can't have nice things. Good strikeout there. Nothing in the 5th for us. Nothing for the Royals. Yeah, now I need a starting shortstop too, because Owen Miller, Cody Clemens, neither of them are anything close to shortstop. So we might have to go to AAA as Trey Morgan hits the ball off the fence. A nice double for the Rule 5 draft pick. How many doubles has he had this season? 6. Oh, that gap power is never hitting a 45. It is staying at 40 forever. But that's fine. Owen Miller pops up. Come on, Outman. Strikeout. I think Outman's going to be the casualty when Buxton gets back. And it sucks too because I really like his defense, but with Emmanuel Rodriguez also here, him and Outman kind of fill an identical role. Let's see if we can get Moniak. Swing and a miss. All right. Jack Caglione. Grounds to first. The relay in time. Really good start from Mick Abel. 6 shutout innings. That'll do. Matt Wallner RBI double. Rushman. Can he beat the throw? Yes, he can. I don't know how with his speed, but we're not going to question it. Yeah, Royce Lewis hits into fielder's choice anyway. Okay. So yeah, I think we're going to go Sands for the 7th. Cole, don't do this to me. I mean, if 1 run scores, it's not the end of the world. We just can't have a big inning. And he hits the pass squatch. 2 on for Yastrzemski. Hits it up to center. James is there. They get the run. I can picture Michael Massey hitting the ball to the corner outfield right now. He tried, but stopped by the first baseman. All right, that'll be it for Cole Sands. I had half a mind to let him get 2 innings, but I'm quickly abandoning that plan. We're going to go Keckering for the 8th. Clean. I'm going to get Watanabe and Justin Toppa warming up. No insurance runs. Watanabe coming in for the save. Clean from him. Very good. Obviously losing Culpepper sucks. So we're gonna need to figure something else out pretty quickly. All right, so Culpepper is out for 5 weeks. All right, we need a shortstop. I think if we want internal options, where is Merrick Houston has a fractured thumb. That's a shame. He's very unhappy about his performance. Yeah, he hasn't been good since we called him up to AAA. Okay, well, there goes one of our options. I think the other options are either we go Jose Fermin and accept the fact that defensively at short, he's not going to be great, or we go Levon Soto, who I think is going to be a much better option at short and we know can play second really well. I kind of want to play Fermin and just accept that the defense might be a bit shaky. I think that's where I'm at. We're going to go Jose Fermin. I believe that's his last option year burned, right? So he's out and he already cleared them once. Okay. So, Jose Fermin is going to move to shortstop. His current and potential just dropped to a 40. Don't worry about it. And now I think we need to look at the trade Cody Clemens camp. Speaking of trade, Blaze Alexander. Well, if we want a shortstop, have they played him at short much? Not really. They played him at third mainly. He's been okay. I mean, I don't know if Blaze Alexander is worth the trade. Like, the man is at 88 Ks, and it's June 26th. Defensively, obviously, he could do the job. I don't really want to give up Miguel Amaya, who I think is a really, really good backup catcher, and he's good defensively. I also don't want to give up Henry Mendez. You out of your mind? That's my golden goose right there. No, I reject this trade completely. All-star update, Luke Keeshla's third for first base. Matt Wallner is number 1 in right field. That's surprising. Judge is third. Torkelson is DH. He's having a pretty good year. I don't want to talk about how he's doing in real life right now. All right, really quick before this game 3, let's just first of all, are there any? No. So at the trade block, if let's say I wanted a shortstop, do I go for? No, I know not. For a moment, I thought about it. I don't think Willie Castro is the solution to my problem. I also don't think Nolan Arenado is the solution to my problem. I think we're just going to roll with Jose Fermin for a little bit and see if that can get us where I want to be in my life. All right, let's play game 3. See if we can sweep the Royals. We got Joe Ryan on the mound. They got Chris Bubich. So that means Emmanuel Rodriguez is going to right, Gonzalez to left, Jenkins to the bench. Owen Miller is sitting for Cody Clemens. That's fine. Trey Morgan is sitting against lefties. I'm also going to have Adley Rushman go to the bench. We're going to get a Miguel Amaya the game. Let's go. Many backups in today, but we got Joe Ryan. Never mind. They've already scored a run. They've already scored 2. By God, they might get 4. Nope. Lined out to right. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Well, we find ourselves in a hole early. I think Cody Clemens, the problem is he has no value whatsoever. And there's not really a world, at least not that I can think of, where if we send him down to AAA, we call him back up again. I think the only way we do that is if Luke Keeschel or Royce Lewis got hurt. Because he can't play in the middle infield. He can only play the corners. Oh, Mickey Moniak has been hurt. Bases are loaded for Caglione. Full count. He swings, pops it up to second. Clemens is there. That could have been so much worse. Yeah. I mean, who knows? For all we know, Cody Clemens could just refuse the minor league demotion. We've had that happen twice already, which is kind of funny. They walk for mean. I'm not going to steal here. It's Gonzalez K's. I think, unfortunately, one of the guys I would let steal on Jensen is Culpepper, but now he's out for a month and a half. There we go. Leadoff double. I'll take that trade to get him to third. Now all I need is Emmanuel Rodriguez to hit the ball to right field. All right, he hits it to third. I'll take that too. We're on the board. Royce Lewis swinging a miss. I mean, let's be frank. I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing 5 out of 9 backup players right now. So it's not like I have the A game offensively. Joe Ryan's at 91 pitches. Yeah, that's it for him. We're going to get Cantanero warming up. All right, Outman's on second. Let's go. Miguel Amaya. I don't love that trade because now it's Jose Fermin to do or die. He chose die as he grounds out to third. I mean, hey, in an ideal world, Jose Fermin just gets red hot and then I don't have to worry about it. But I have a feeling shortstop might be something we trade for in the next month or so. And if I have to throw Cody Clemens in the deal as a sweetener, I think there's no reason not to. 2 clean innings from Cantanero there. I just watched OBS turn all different colors of red. We're going to do Bruce Darr for the 7th, no matter what. Really good work. See, Cantanero, he doesn't walk anybody, doesn't strike out anybody, he doesn't allow runs. He's a very, very simple hitter, or pitcher, rather. All right, clean 7th. How many pitches did Bruce Darr need? 9? All right, he's going back out there for the 8th. No matter what. Come on, James, give me a home run. Oh, he does get me the bloop single. All right, he's going to run on Jensen. There we go. The 70 steal pays off. Let's see if Amaya can bring him home. All right, they walked him. The end result is the same. Jose hits it into right. That's going to get caught. Should advance Outman. It does. Do I pinch run for Miguel Amaya and try to get the steal? What is 50 and 70? Yeah, let's go for it. We're going to have Walker Jenkins pitch run. We're going for the steal. I just don't want to get double played. There we go. Jenkins gets us. All right. We're in business. Double play is out. Good thing, too, is Gonzalez hit it right at second. They went home. Really? By that animation, Outman was safe easily. Luke Keeschel hits into the fielder's choice to end that fun. Well, what can you do? All right, Rushman's going to come in to replace Amaya. Bruce Dar is going to start this inning. I'm getting Justin Tapa warming in case there's trouble. Trouble has arrived. All right, we got Caglione to fly out without moving Moniak. I'll let Bruce Starr face Bobby Witt. And Rushman guns down Moniak. He is 16 of 49. For those keeping track at home, that is a 32.7% thrown out rate, which is spectacular. If I get like anywhere between 25 and 28, I'm a happy man. I'm no longer a happy man as Bobby Witt hits it to the fence. Why is there an advertisement for jackfruit back there? All right, we're going Justin Tapa to face Jensen. I know it may seem silly to bring in a fresh reliever for what may end up being 1 out, but I would rather increase my chances of keeping the run deficit at 1. All right, Matt Wallner, hit a solo shot, please. All right, they walked him. Manuel Rodriguez hits it to right. That's not going to move anyone. Emmanuel. Royce Lewis pops it up even shallower. So by extension, Cody Clemens is about to pop up the ball to Carter Jensen. Nah, flat to right. All right. Well, we took the first 2 games of the series, lost game 3. I think the fact that we had to play so many backups definitely led into that. I mean, we had 4 hits, only 5 walks. I think pitching staff did okay, but Joe Ryan needed 91 pitches to get through 4 innings. Not much I can do when that happens. All right, we now face the White Sox in a 3-game set. I am going to play game 1 with Pablo Lopez on the mound. I think I'll probably play 1 and 2 and sim 3. We'll see. They're going righty. God, Gabriel Gonzalez has just been so bad, and I don't know why. I'll let James Outman get the game in center field. Everything else is fine. Oh, boy. I'm not afraid of Kyle Teal. See? Swing and a miss. Where's Murakami? They're playing Mark Chena at first base. Good God. Tigers legend. All right. Very good there from Fermin. I mean, my life is a lot simpler if Jose Fermin can develop into a, or not even develop, but just play well at short over the next month. Oh, Colson Montgomery's solo shot to ruin my day. All right, runners at the corners. Walker Jenkins. I'm too afraid to look at his percentile ranking for strikeouts. 80, it feels worse. Why does it feel worse? Oh, yeah, because he had those back-to-back days where he struck out 5 times. That's why it feels worse, is Mark Cana, who I roasted earlier, has a leadoff double. That man was one of the slowest base runners I've ever seen put on a Tigers uniform, and I watched Prince Fielder. You're telling me he gets a double? Please. And they walk Kyle Teal on 4 pitches. That brings Royce Lewis, or not Royce Lewis, Pablo Lopez up to 53 pitches as Encarnacion grounds out. All right. Come on, Jose. Take the walk. He did not. He did not. Nothing else for us in the third. Martini is aboard, though. And Benintendi struck out. I was never worried. It's a lie. I was terrified. All right. Trey Morgan walks. Having a DH that the only thing he's bringing to the table right now is his walkability. It's not the most glamorous thing ever. Owen flies out to right. Walker, you're my last hope. He hits it up to left. No dice. To the fifth we go. Let's see if Pablo can get me the inning. Oh boy. Mark Canha. Hold on. Did Canha get a steal or was it a wild pitch? Wild pitch, okay. If he got a steal, I was about to have words for Rutschman. There we go. Come on, Pablo. Meadroth hits the short. The throw in time. It does move Canha, but that's a lesser concern. And Caltillo gets it down. 2-0 White Sox. Let's get David Festa warming up. All right, we get Encarnacion at least. Not Pablo Lopez's best day, it must be said. All right, they walk Jose. Outman hits it up. Yeah, I think unfortunately the move might be to just DFA Outman again when Buxton comes back. Or I could trade one of Emmanuel Rodriguez or Gabriel Gonzalez. As Matt Wallner hits the 2-run shot to right. Shout out those little extensions there. Tie ball game. There we go. Rutschman gets it down. Let's keep the train going. Royce Lewis, what do you got for me? Nothing. The answer to my question was nothing. I'm going to let Lopez face Nick Martini. Very good. Gets the grounder. I'll let him face Vargas. There we go. Struck him out. Can he get Montgomery? Popped up to second. Yoink. There we go. All right. That'll help Pablo Lopez's stat line a little bit. And it saves me a bullpen arm. Trey Morgan walks again. As I said, it's not glamorous for your designated hitter specialty to be their eye and their walking ability. But it works on occasion. As Walker Jenkins flies out to deep center. Come on, Jose. Relax. How dare you pick him off? Rude. All right, let's go David Festa to face the bottom of the order. Uh-oh. 2 on, 1 out. Sam Antonacci to the plate. Well, there goes my double play dreams. Hit it to first, throw home. Very good. Kyle Teal, swing and a miss. Well done for Festa to get out of the jam that he himself created. We're going to get Cole Sands warming up for the 8th. No runs for us in the meantime. Cole, buddy, I'm going to be honest. I'm not saying you're definitely going to get traded, but soft grounder to second. There we go. All right. We go to the 8th. I'm going to get, I think, Toppa warming up no matter what, honestly. Because then I can save Keckering for the bottom of the, or for extra innings if it gets to that. They walk Wallner. And they hit Rushman. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. All right. 2 on. What's Keckering's percentage? 86. I lied. I'm going to have Tapa sit down. Royce Lewis hits it deep to left and gone. 3-run shot for the third baseman. Only his 5th home run on the year. It is quite depressing, but he came through there, and that's all that matters. Eli Morgan tried to match, couldn't quite do it. And Owen Miller out on strikes. Come on, Walker. I think Walker Jenkins and Kalen Culpepper struggling as much as they are is one of the main things that's killing us right now offensively. There we go. Keckering gets us the save. Very good. I mean, we didn't do great offensively, but I think getting that extra inning from Pablo was huge, especially in game 1 of the series. Royce Lewis had the home run. Trey Morgan's just walking left and right. I love it. All right, let's go into game 2, then we'll sim game 3 and see how we do. Royce Lewis is tired. Well, heck. Yeah, I'll just do this now. So Cody Clemens will go to 3rd. I'll have him bat 5th. Rushman will bat 6th. Outman 7. Owen Miller 8th. Yeah. Oh boy. What's Cody Clemens' monthly split for June? He has 8 hits and 70 at bats. Man, oh man, I think we have to trade him. Like, even as a fallback option, sending him to AAA, like, doesn't help anyone. Ooh, solo shot from Emmanuel Rodriguez. Let's see if Cody can match. He tried, but I'll take the bloop single. You know what? Let's see if we can get the steal. There we go. Very good. His first stolen base of the season. I don't know how, when I've turned up the steals to almost the max in the game plan. But take what we can get. All right. Runner on 3rd, 1 out. Surely, as Outman hits it to the corner. That'll play. Very good, very good, very good. Look at Outman. Round out from Owen Miller. Let's see if Jose can have a moment. Nope. Yeah, I think the easiest thing roster-wise is when Buxton comes back, we trade Cody Clemens and probably one of our other outfielders to get a pretty decent shortstop. I think that just makes the most sense right now because having Emmanuel Rodriguez and Gabriel Gonzalez as backups just isn't helping. Back-to-back wild pitches is grim. Surely it won't be 3 for 3. And he walked him anyway. Oh, Taj. Can we get Kyle Teal? Yes, we can. Every time the White Sox threaten, I can always count on striking out Kyle Teal to get out of it. It's just kind of where we're at. Taj, dude, I need you to do better, just fundamentally. There we go. Double play on the line out. Colson Montgomery to the wall. Caught. We're in business. There we go. Solo shot from Rushman. Taj Bradley is once again fighting for his life. He gets Kana. I'm going to start warming up Mason Montgomery. Oh, boy. What a throw. It's a laser. Goodness gracious. James Outman with the laser beam home to get the runner. Fair enough, sir. Here's Sawinski, hits it to center, down. That'll score Taveras. All right. White Sox cut it to 1. That'll be it for Taj. I'm going to go Mason Montgomery. Lefty on lefty. Bad call. Line drive into right. Hey, remember when I said earlier I can always count on Kyle Teal to strike out to end a run? He clearly heard me and decided he wanted a 2 RBI double. All right, we get the line out, but that was painful. And our offense is struggling. I think we'll get Toppa warming up for the 7th. Leadoff double from Wallner. Let's go. Cody Clemens struck out looking. All right. We go to the 7th. Justin Toppa. Thank you, sir. How many pitches did he need? 14. Let's see if we can tie it up or take the lead. Nope. All right. Then we'll do him and Bruce Adar. Yep, that'll be it. Nick Martini gets aboard. Oh, they scored. I clicked the wrong button there. That's on me. Nothing for us in the 8th. All right, we'll get Watanabe warming up in case we tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. Their closer has a 4.79 ERA. Surely. Down goes Rodriguez. Cody Clemens might beat this out. No dice. All right, Rushman's our last out. Struck out. Yeah. I think we can't roll out this offense. We can't do it. Taj Bradley only not even getting me 5 innings did not help. Don't get me wrong. All right, let's sim the finale, the rubber match. We lost it 2-6. Zebby Matthews got popped by 4, and the AI pitched Mason Montgomery on back-to-back days, and he gave up 2 runs. Love that. But Cole Sands gets 2 1/3, so we're okay. All right, calendar flips to July. Ooh, Mason Molina, he's better than we thought. Ignore the fact that he gave up 5 runs in his first AAA start. Ignore that. Funderburk lost current and potential movement. Yeah, I mean, Culpepper. Anything crazy down here? Santiago Rojas seen some improvement. I don't need to look at the midseason review of goals. I know how bad they are. Why is Jesus Mata not been called up yet? Who could the Brewers possibly have as backup infielders. Really? You're telling me with a straight face you'd rather have Otto Kemp up there? Maybe I should trade for Blaze Alexander to save the AI from itself. I mean, they have young Moncada DHing, so fair. Look at Akil Baddoo starting for them. Good for him. One of my favorite taggers of recent years. Oh, they have Murakami. Well, that answered my question of where he went because he wasn't with the White Sox. They traded him. Traded by the White Sox along with $250,000 in exchange for Brock Wilken. In other words, you traded for a player who, even if they reach their full potential, will be worse than Murakami. Why does the AI do this? I mean, the fact that Murakami was making 17.5 million probably entered the calculus, but still. All right, so I think we need to make a trade. I think it's time that we trade Cody Clemens and abandon ship. When is Buxton coming back? 2 days. Okay. Unless, actually, really quick. No, I mean, he still hasn't been good enough against lefties because we're going up against 2 lefties against Cleveland. All right, first things first. Very simple question. Does anyone want Cody Clemens? The answer is probably no, but I just want to see. Oh, good. My main options are 36-year-old Christian Walker and half the Cardinals team. Fair enough. I mean, in a vacuum, Eli White wouldn't be the worst idea in the world if we needed a backup infielder, but I think what we need is a starter. Who's doing terribly right now? Not a lot of teams, to be fair. It's a pretty decently balanced league. Actually, hey, White Sox. Hypothetically speaking, the fact that Colson Montgomery still has a 55 potential when these are the numbers he's been putting up is very. He has -2 WAR. Oh my God. How bad is he defensively? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. For a moment, I was like, hey, should we try to see if we can get Colson Montgomery? Let's chase Miyadrot's defensive ratings. Ooh. Now, what's his actual majors? He's been doing pretty good at second. Hypothetically, they do it for Gonzalez. They would do it. Well, no, Gonzalez wouldn't be the move. It'd be either Soto, Rojas, or Davila. But I mean, Chase Miyadrot solves our shortstop problem, and he gives us insurance in case. Yeah, yeah. I think we have to do this. But now it's a question of who do we give up? I don't want to give up on Gabriel Gonzalez. I think his ratings are really good. It just sucks that he hasn't hit the ball well and his expected ratings aren't that much better. So I think it's Jose Davila, Rojas, or Soto. Soto, I think Soto's just kind of hit a wall in Double A, which is a bit annoying. I think Jose Davila is probably the move because his potential obviously is really good, but For some reason, in AAA, his stuff is just not playing. We could trade Kendry Rojas. Because the problem with both of them is just a path to playing time isn't quite there. I think Kendry Rojas, in all honesty, is the better move here. I like him, don't get me wrong, but right now he only has one good pitch. He has the potential, obviously, for the slider to develop really well, but I don't think I've seen what I'd like from him. But as I flip this really quick, I mean, Jose Davila, in all honesty, might just be needing to go to Double A. I think honestly, let's try that. Let's send him to Double A. He's going to get annoyed, but that's fine. I think we're going to do this deal. And let's be greedy about it. If I added on Cody Clemens and you gave me this guy, what say you? No. Welcome. I don't need. Wow. Who knew the White Sox farm system just wasn't that great? Hey, you want to give me Gabe Davis? No. They hit me with you cannot be serious. David DeVio? No. All right, so they clearly see this as the edge of what they want to do. So a smart person would stop being greedy right about now, but let's be greedy. Wow. All right, whatever. In that case, I mean, we'll hold on to Cody Clemens. I think we're going to try to see if we can do like a. I mean, there's no point because Chase becomes our starting second baseman, which means Owen Miller goes to the bench. Yeah, we're just gonna find a prospect that they'd be willing to part with that we think could maybe be okay. All right, they'll get rid of Elkoff. And then Flores? No. Gonzalez? Gonzalez. Oh, hmm. Why is he in rookie ball? More importantly, why is he struggling in rookie ball? Get up to single A. Let me. Yeah, they just want some of my more younger pitchers for Gonzalez. I only want Gonzalez. Thought I did. Changed my mind. Carson Jacobs. Yeah, sure, he'll do. All right, that's the deal. Done. All right, we made a trade with the White Sox. Kendry Rojas sent over to Chicago. I think, unfortunately, if we didn't have as good a pitching depth as we do, this would hurt more, but he'll have much better chance of playing for the White Sox than us. Cody Clemens, I mean, it just didn't work out like full stop this season. I think last season he was pretty good as a backup. He was really good in the playoffs. We must give him his flowers for that. But this season it just hasn't worked out at all. So we trade him to the White Sox in exchange for 3 players. One, Carson Jacobs, who let me get a scouting report on really quick. Looks to be a decent reliever. Got a lot of percentile. Whoops, not high A. Got some very interesting percentiles. 3 good pitches. He could turn into something special. Riley Eichhoff, who is he's the throw-in here. I think he is also a reliever. But we'll see how far good control and 1 good pitch will get you. But obviously, the main get here, Chase Maedroff. Goes without saying, he is our starting second baseman tonight. Really great defensively. He will be playing shortstop for us in the meantime until Culpepper gets back. But for all intents and purposes, he is our future second baseman. So I think that moves Jose Fermin to the bench. Which is preferable to him being our starting shortstop. I think for now we're still going to roll with Owen Miller at second base. And then we'll figure out the rest from there. One thing I did want to do draft-wise is get a last burst of scouting going. Whoops, I'm only looking at batters. A last burst of scouting on top players. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of them done since the draft is in 10 days, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so Cody Clemens out. Chase Maedroff is in. Really happy to get him in the door. Also, he's been a lefty killer, which our team desperately needs. Long term, he's the shortstop, but right now he's suiting up at second base. Or no, excuse me, flip those. Long term, he's second baseman. Now he's suiting up at short. I cannot speak. I'm actually, though, having said all that, I'm going to sit him today and then play him back to back against the lefties. Walker Jenkins is getting the day off. We're going to have Emmanuel Rodriguez take center. Gabriel Gonzalez can go to left. Looks like Miguel Amaya is getting the start here. Let's rock and roll against the Guardians. Gavin Williams for them. Mick Abel for the Twins. Matt Wallner, Emmanuel Rodriguez are aboard. Royce Lewis hits it deep to center. Not nearly deep enough. Never mind, it landed. I'm not going to question it. Trey Morgan, bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Leadoff triple scored. I can't believe that ball landed. I thought Schneemann had that locked, loaded, and ready to roll. Uh-oh. So they're getting to Mick Abel as CJ Kayfus lines out at the wall. It's fine. I'm not worried at all. Well, I'm terrified. Gonzalez, Kiesler aboard. Let's go. Matt Wallner. Struck out looking. Rodriguez hits into a double play. Not the most shining hour for those two, it must be said. All right, Mick, give me a clean inning. Good man. Trey Morgan's on second. Owen Miller pops it up. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we go to the fifth. I think Mick is not doing great. I'm going to let him face Rocchio and Schneemann, and then that'll be it. All right, he strikes out Rocchio. And he gets Schneemann. That'll be it for him, though. He's at 90 pitches. I'll bring on Cantorino, to face Stephen Kwan. And he gets it down in front of Rodriguez. Did he beat the throw? He did indeed. Angel hits it up to center. Our boy is there. Got him. All right. Bottom of the fifth. Jose Fermin, what do you have for me? Nice line driving to right. Let's keep it moving. Gabriel Gonzalez down in front of the left field fence. I am not going to run home there. I'll take runners on second and third with no outs. Luke Keeschel pops it up. Man. Matt Wallner hits it deep to right and gone. Well done, sir. 399 feet. The lead is ours. As Erod strikes out. And Royce Lewis pops up to center. All right, we have the lead. Let's see if Cantorino can get me the sixth. Good man. Bruce Starr for the seventh, Keckering for the eighth, Watanabe for the ninth. That's my plan. We'll see if it succeeds. Nope. 2 runners on immediately against Bruce Starr. He does get Schneemann. Stephen Kwan. Guess they're calling that a wild pitch. Oh, they're calling it a passed ball. My mistake. Kwan hits it to the pitcher, and he beats out the throw because he has a bajillion speed. He only has 50 speed. Thought it'd be better. There we go. They get the runner at home. No chance to get Angel Ganao. Who did I say was up next? Keckering. Let's get him warming up. Come on, Bruce Starr. Oh, Manzardo hits it into right. That will score 2. And the Guardians take the lead. That is it for Bruce Starr. We'll go Keckering to face CJ Kafus. Get some swinging. Bruce Starr Graterol, definitely the worst free agent signing we have had. To be fair, that's like 4 guys total, but still. All right, Fermin and Gonzalez are aboard. Let's go. Luke Keeschel, he struck out again. Man, you bring in a lefty, you choose your own funeral. Never mind. Wallner popped it up. And Rodriguez struck out. We had runners on first and second. Could not move a single one. Uh-oh, Keckering's in trouble, but it's Schneemann. I'm not worried. See? We're okay. All right, so it's no longer a save situation, but that said, I'm getting Watanabe warming up regardless because he hasn't pitched in a while. And I want to see what he's got. I'm going to pinch hit here for Trey Morgan. We're going to give Rutschman the bat. He swings on the 3-1 and grounds out to second. Fair play. Miguel Amaya walks, so up steps Owen Miller, and he also walks. 2 on. Jose Fermin already has 2 hits today, but he's not going to get 3 as he grounds out to short. All right. Watanabe is coming in to face the top of the order. Clean, good work, sir. In steps Cade Smith. We never had a chance. Never mind. Gonzalez hits it all the way to the fence for a leadoff double. Tying run is on second. Lou Keishel hits it deep to center, deep enough to move Gonzalez. Tying run is a ground ball into right away. They walk Wallner to face Emmanuel Rodriguez, who swung and missed. Royce Lewis, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Cade Smith struck him out looking. We dropped game 1. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, I mean, Bruce Starr got popped, but Mick Abel didn't do great either. That's disappointing. I thought we had that there at the end. I must confess. Trade proposal, but first, fresh scouting report on Carson Jacobs. I mean, he's pretty good. The control is obviously terrifying, but it hasn't manifested itself in a lot of walks, which is good. He does give up 1.3 home runs per 9, which is a problem, but looks pretty good. All right, let's see this trade. Marcelo Zuna for Eduardo Tait. You must be out of your mind. Speaking of which, how is Eduardo doing? Oh, he's getting killed. He's also unhappy. I mean, dude, you just got to keep going. We are going to sim game 2. Actually, no, because Chase is going to play. Never mind, we'll play game 2. I don't want to miss Chase Maidroth's debut. Now, Gonzalez had a pair of doubles last game. Mino Rodriguez hasn't been great. Matt Wallner, obviously, killing it. Yeah, I think we'll just play the lads. All right, Chase Maidroth making his Twins debut in center field. Center field, shortstop. Don't know where I got center field from. Don't ask me. As 2 on, 1 out for Rutschman. Hits it into left. That is down. Run, you fools. RBI single for Rutschman. We do have to decide, kind of sooner rather than later, if we want to trade or extend Rutschman. All right, Chase Maidroth hits it into right. That's lined out. Curses. Thought we had a chance there, folks. But Jonathan Rodriguez said no. 2 on, 1 out for Erod. And he hits into a double play. Because with Rutschman, I think if we could get him for 1 or 2 more years, I think that's the move. But anything longer, and we risk like Eduardo Tait being a perennial backup for 3 years. That doesn't help us that much as James Outman hits it deep to right off the wall. That's a wall ball out of reach. Very good there. RBI double for Outman. Maidroth. Hits into the line out double play. Thank you, Rushman, for that. Goodness gracious. All right, we're entering the sixth. I'm going to get Festa warming up. I'll let him face Rocchio. Come on, Joe. And left, caught. That does not move the runner. Let's see if he can get DeLauder. Hits it into right. Why, easily caught from Rodriguez. 6 shutout innings from Joe Ryan today. Very happy with that. He has just been so good this season. He's been so good. He also, knock on wood, hasn't really been injured yet, which certainly helps. Clean 7th from Festa. Problems in the 8th, though. Do I want him to face Stephen Kwan? No, not really. Let's bring in Watanabe to get the out here. Come on. Full count. Walked Stephen Kwan. Rocchio hits it up to right. Erod is there. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Insurance runs would be lovely. Nope. All right, Watanabe. Good man. We get the win 2-0. Very good day from the pitching staff. Rushman with a pair of hits. Mydroff, 1 walk to his name in his Twins debut. All right. Buxton is eligible to come off the IL. Now we have some thinking to do regarding our outfielders. What do I do here? I mean, Wallner is obviously safe. Duh. Walker Jenkins is safe. I know he's cold. He hasn't been hitting the ball well this year, but A, he's the best defensive left fielder. He might win a Gold Glove. He doesn't have any assists, which might hurt him, but he's going to play. So either we send Gabriel Gonzalez down, who fielding wise is just not good. I think he's probably destined for a right fielder more than anything, but the bat is tremendous. He is only 23. Erod, I think defensively is like he's a right fielder, I think, by trade. The bat, though, just hasn't really done anything. He has 21 walks, which is awesome, but he also has 47 Ks. I think I'm going to send Erod down to AAA, and he's going to join that group. As a point of order, then, I now have 7 outfielders in AAA. Caden Kendall should not be in AAA. Like, I know he's hitting it well. He's doing great, but you, my friend, can go to AA. I know you're upset. I have no one else to send down. Actually, I lied. Hold on. Kyler Fedko, goodbye. Ken Kendall, come back. There we go. And that way, hopefully, Erod can get some playing time in AAA. Because I like Erod. I really do. But plainly, he was really, really hot, and now he's gone really, really cold. So Buxton is back. Hosanna. Now the question becomes, how do I fix this? And really, it's down to if I want Gabriel Gonzalez to remain an everyday bat, to which I think the answer is no. So, yeah, Kalen Culpepper was also my leadoff man, and now that's sort of gone. You know what? We're going to reinstate Walker Jenkins into the leadoff role. And then we're moving Mydroth to 8, Morgan to 7. Actually, I lied. I'm going to have. Let me look at Rushman's splits. Yeah, he's done better batting 5th and 7th. I mean, his on base has struggled pretty much everywhere. I think I'm going to have him bat 7. And then Buxton can make his triumphant return against lefties. I think Buxton needs to play. I think, again, Gabriel Gonzalez is the odd man out here. So James Outman's going to go to left, and he is going to lead off. Buxton bats 4th. And now I need a right fielder or a DH. Honestly, Matt Wallner's going in right. Miguel Amaya is going to DH. I could have Rushman DH. Rushman technically is a little worse defensively, but like Rushman has thrown out such a high percentage of runners. I think we kind of have to do it. Hey, the Tigers just beat the Red Sox 4-1. Let's go. All right, depth chart wise. So, yeah, I mean, Jose Fermin is backup 2nd and 3rd. I don't really have a backup shortstop, but that's fine. Outman can be backup left and center. Gonzalez backup right. Pinch hitters can be Gonzalez and Amaya. Outman is, I think, the best runner. Yeah. Outman can be the pinch runner. Okay. Want to make sure nothing copied there weird. Only difference here is Walker Jenkins back up left, in which case Outman would move to center for Buxton. And then Trey Morgan, Walker Jenkins. All right, that's done. Done and dusted. Let us sim game 3, Pablo Lopez versus Parker Messick. We win it 5-4. Had to make sure none of my pinch hitting guys got injured. Outman, 4 hits, including a double in the leadoff role. Buxton making his return, goes 0 for 4 with a K. It's fine. Pablo Lopez got hit a little bit. Also had an error that made his own run unearned, which is always kind of funny. Cole Sands did really well. Keckering gets his 4th save. I really don't know what to do with Cole Sands. I really don't. Like, he's having a better year than last year, but a lot of the percentiles just make me think he's due to explode. But hey, we get the win. I'll take it. So checking in overall on those divisional series, we took 2 out of 3 from the Royals, lost the series against the White Sox, just took 2 out of 3 to the Guardians. The Toronto series, I'm a little scared. I'm going to sim game 1 with Taj on the mound. Ooh, we win 7-3. Wallner, Buxton, Mydroth with 3 hits. Very good. Trey Morgan with a home run, his 5th. Buxton has his 9th. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Ignore the fact that Owen Miller is like 2 for his last bajillion. Festa got hit a bit. He's been doing pretty good. I've been really happy with Festa this season. I think it feels like he's older than he is. He's only 27, so he could be a really good reliever we can count on for years up. But also, Taj Bradley, a good start. He's capable of it. Very good. We get the win. All right. Let's play game 2, and then we're going to sim game. I just want to get through the Toronto series pretty quickly, so then we can get to the White Sox. Walker Jenkins is cold. Fine. Outman in left to lead us off. Let's go. I might regret that. Let's see. Maybe I won't. No way of knowing. James Outman flies out to right. Lucretia pops. Again, we're popping it up shallower and shallower, which leads me to believe that Matt Wallner is about to pop it into foul territory. You know what? He did not. He hit it at least a decent amount of speed. One moment, please. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. Oh, solo shot to McAdoo to lead them off. And now Jimenez is on second. It's not looking good for Zebby. It's not looking great. I'm not worried. Oh, should have been worried. Oh, boy. Oh, Zebby. Can I get in? Oh, Zebby. Miguel Amaya. I'm trying to give Miguel Amaya more at bats. Because I think if I can give him like 2.5 months of pretty often ABs, then I know if he should be like a catcher we keep on our roster. If he struggles, then that makes us pretty hard to let Rushman go. But you never know as Outman lines out there. Still 3-0 Blue Jays. Zebby's in trouble. I'm not worried. Get McAdoo. Revenge. Grounder to short. Mydroth in time. Very good, sir. There we go. Solo shot from Royce Lewis. Can Trey go back to back? No, but he gets me a nice line drive single to center. and I will take what I can get. There we go. Runners at the corners. Amaya, swing and a miss. Owen Miller pops it up. I don't think that's deep enough, but he's going to try. Oh, it's cut off. We were robbed. We were robbed. But hey, we have cut the lead to 1. Let's see if Zebi can get me Jimenez here. All right. I think that'll be it for Zebi. We'll bring Cantorino in to face Vladdy, Okamoto, etc. Clean work. Here's Buxton. Doing pretty well since his return from injury, but he grounds out here. Royce Lewis hits it deep into center. That's off the wall. Could be a triple here as the ball rolls extremely slowly. He settled for the double. Tie ball game, though. Trey Morgan can't beat out the throw. All right. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cantorino on the mound, and he gives up a solo shot to Alejandro Kirk. Fair enough. If he walks Nathan Lukes, that's it. Well, he didn't walk him. He did, however, give up another home run. Blue Jays are up now 5-3. All right, he gets Miles Straw, but that'll be it for Cantorino. Not a great outing from him. It's like every little while the man gets hit. We'll go Bruce Dar. All right, Mydrot's on second. Miguel Amaya gets it into right. That should be enough to score him. What do you mean? Okay. See, this is what I mean by the game being silly. The ball is very shallow. Right now, it's at the warning track. Like, let's stop being ridiculous. I'm going to say no, but that's where the ball is. That is not very shallow. Like, I'm sorry. That's just not a true representation of what is happening. Owen Miller lines out, and Mydroff makes it home. That was a shorter distance than the previous play. So I don't know particularly what to do with that information. As Outman grounds in to a fielder's choice. Addison Barger is fine. We'll go for the steal here. Outman gets there. Very good. Come on, Keishel. Bring him home. Grounder to short. Throw is way in time. All right. Bottom of the 7th. Come on, Blue Star. Oh, solo shot from Okamoto. And now Barger is aboard. And Alejandro Kirk lines out. Cool. All right, let me sit down Keckering then. Let's get Tapa warming up. Wallner is aboard. I'm going to pinch hit for Trey Morgan here. We're going to give Rushman the bat. And popped it up. I was hoping for power there. But alas, what can you do? Tapa for the 8th. Clean from him. Let's see if we can get something going. Mydroff is up first. Gets it down in center. We have life. I am not going to run on Kirk, I don't think. As Amaya gets it down in right. Mydroff holds. Owen Miller Rifles it to third. They get him, but it moves both. Okay. Let's get Watanabe warming up. I'm going to let Outman hit. Lines out to second, and they double. No, they don't double up my draw. I'm so confused. All right, Luke Keeschel. Bottom or top of the ninth, rather, I should say. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count, and they hit him. Bases loaded. Matt Wallner. Play the music. Bang. And he grounds out to the catcher. We lose 6-4. Very depressing fashion. That's just sad. I mean, my draft had 3 hits. Royce Lewis had the double, the home run, but Outman, like when your top 4 hitters go 0 for 16, how often are you going to win baseball games? Cantorino gave up 2 runs. Bruce Studd just was not great. Wasn't great at all. All right, we'll sim the finale with Mick Abel on the mound against Kevin Gossman. Oh! So Mick Abel. So first, Jose Fermin had not 1, but 2 errors playing second base. So there's that. That led to 3 runs scoring. Mick Abel gets hurt. Festa, 4 1/3 scoreless. That'll help the ERA. But then Cole Sands gives up 1. Montgomery gives up 3. His ERA is now 4.43 with an expected ERA of 2.47. And then Bruce Dar gets popped for 3, which is rough. He has pitched 3 times in like 6 days. The AI just does not love him. Yikes. Yikes indeed. 10 is just hideous. Mick Abel, though, he'll be able to make his next start because he's only going to miss 4 days and we have the off day. So that is no issue whatsoever. How are we at with draftees? 44. I think we might get through, maybe not the whole list, but we'll probably have like 15 or so remaining, and that's not the end of the world. All right, 4-game set against the White Sox. Here we go. I'm going to sim game 1 with Joe Ryan. There we go. We win it 9-2. That'll play. Rushman, Royce Lewis, Miguel Amaya, all with home runs. Buxton Gonzalez with 3 hits. Well done, lads. Joe Ryan pitches 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 8 Ks. Folks, Joe Ryan is elite so far this season. Cantorino pitches 2 scoreless. That's good for him to bounce back. All right. Very good. Let's go into game 2. Pablo Lopez on the mound for us. Good God, Royce Lewis and Luke Keeschel are out. No one panic. So Jose Fermin at third is not really where I want to live in my life. So we're going to flip. Owen Miller takes third. Fermin takes second. Let's mix it up. Meidroth bats second. All of that is fine. I'll have Gonzalez go above Morgan. Miller goes above Fermin. How's Buxton's stamina? 90. Oh, he's wrecked. The recent injury changed his injury proneness to wrecked. Dang it. Well, that sucks. Dang it. Oh, that's brutal. All right. Well, we'll deal with that. Kumar Rocker. Nice. Pitch for the Wild. I love Kumar Rocker. One of my favorite players right now. All right. Walker Jenkins. Get us going. And he walked him. Fair play. Riley Adams on the dish. No Cody Clemens. Is he on their bench? He is on there, but they have Cody Clemens and Rowdy Talese on their benches. Oh boy. I mean, to be fair, Cody Clemens got 6 starts for them. Where are they playing him? 3 times in third, once at second, once in third, and once in short. Fair enough. Kendry Rojas, they moved to reliever, it would appear. It's interesting. All right, my draw. Vengeance. And he hits into a double play. The check is in the mail, evidently. The check is in the mail. No matter. Matt Wallner is a solo shot loading. Or they walk him again. I had the wrong guy as Buxton hits it all the way to the wall. Wallner does not have the speed to go first to home, so he'll hold up at third. Here's Rushman. Hits it into right. That's down. That should score 2. Very, very good from the catcher. They're only going to give him a single there, which is lame. I think we're going to start looking at extensions for Adley. I think so. I think that'll let us sort of get Eduardo Tait slowly into the system. And he is struggling in AAA, so we'll see what happens. Morgan and Fermin are aboard. And Jenkins swing and a miss. Mydroff gets it through to center field. That'll score 1. Thank you, thank you. 3-0. Matt Wallner hits it into center. Caught. All right. And with Pablo on the mound, 3 might do it. Well, Nick Martini's on second. Miguel Vargas. Oh, boy. The wild pitches are killing us, guys. Bad pitch. You don't say. Oh, boy. Vargas hits the 2-run shot. White Sox are on the board. There we go. Mydroff, Wallner are aboard. Buxton swings at the 3-1 and hits into the ground out. All right. Here's Rushman. Takes the walk. Bases are now loaded. Gabriel Gonzalez hits it into center. That's down. That'll score 1. The throw holds Wallner. Probably a good call not to run there. No, Trey Morgan grounds out. Or lines out, I should say. And Owen Miller gets it down in the outfield. Run, you fools. Run. Oh, they got Gonzalez going for third. He was ambitious. But we get some more runs. 6-2 now. I think that's it for Pablo. Hey, he's on 85. I might have him pitch a bit long because the game is starting to get away from the White Sox here. All right, they walk Matt Wallner again. Wow, pitch moves him up. Buxton hits it to short, throws in time. There goes that fun. All right. I don't have that many guys ready to rock. So Pablo, if you could get me Miguel Vargas. Thank you, sir. Cool. So now we're gonna go Papa. I think it'll depend on if we score more runs or not. And seeing as Rushman and Morgan are on third and second, respectively. Oh, Owen Miller. Buddy old pal, old friend, as he pops up. For me, lined out. For a moment, I had hope. All right, that's it for Pablo Lopez. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 8 Ks. Really happy with that. Can Rushman go 4 for 4? Hits it deep to left. Caught. Rats. All right, asking Tapa to get me 2 innings was way too ambitious. And Tanashi hits it to second. Second for 1. Back to first for 2. Can he get Martini? Gets him to pop up. Boom. Very good. I was worried there for a minute, but Tapa figured it out. Let's pitch hit for Gabriel here. We'll give Miguel Amaya the bat. And a ground out. And a ground. Swing and a miss from Trey Morgan. Nothing from the rest. All right. We're just going to get Keckering on. And he allows a run. And Cody Clemens goes down. We win 6-3. Looked a little shaky there at times, but Rushman has 3 hits. Mydroff 3 hits in his return. Hashtag return. All right. So let's take a moment and put pen to paper on a contract extension. So he wants 3 years, $70 million. I can tell you right now, I would prefer 2 years. Like 2 years, 44, I think is fair. Would he do, just to see, 2 years, 42? No. Would he go to 2 for more money? Like if I offer him 24 and then let's just call it 22.5. And then listen, if you make MVP, I'll write you a check for $1 million. If you make the All-Star team, I'll write you a check for 500,000. I think we do it. I think we do it. I mean, there's no number of his that I have a problem with. Like the expecting batting average is like, 14 points less. But even then, his expected slugging is just a tad below. The walks, the Ks are all good. Like he's having a really, really good season. And even defensively, he's thrown out 32% of runners. I think if we can keep him around, get 2 more years out of him, that helps. That does create an awkward situation where we may not bring back Miguel Amaya, but we'll see. All right, game 3. Taj Bradley on the mound. So Rushman is going to sit, or rest, I should say. Same with my drops. So Fermin is going to take short. I'm not scared at all. What's what I'm going to do here in terms of? I think everything's kind of fine. Yeah, we'll roll this group out. Jose for me batting seventh is might have been silly. Maybe I should have Amaya hit seventh, but it's fine. Nothing in the first, but 2 are on for the White Sox in the second. Vargas strikes out. Massive. They're running on Amaya. Yeah, Amaya does not have the arm that Rushman does. Well, technically, in game, rating wise, his arm is better, but in practice, Rushman has been like in the 90th percentile. Uh-oh. Benintendi flies out to center. That will definitely score 1. I'm a little surprised that Martini didn't try for third there, but sure. Oh, he walked Marquena. Taj, you can't be walking Marquena. Veras with the RBI infield single to the pitcher. Sawinski hits it to short. Fermin with the play. Every time it gets hit to short today, I'm just going to be terrified that Jose Fermin is going to have 2 errors in 1 inning again. Can you imagine? I feel like I should have benched him. Normally, I have a rule that if you get 2 errors in a game, I bench you, but that was a simmed game, so I never didn't see it until after, obviously. Owen Miller pops up. Owen Miller has gone ice cold, by the way. But, I mean, I'm going to keep playing him. I think the only switch I would make would maybe be Jose Fermin would start in second base, but I like Owen Miller's bat better. And he does have the captain personality, so I'd rather keep him really, really happy by starting him. Taj Bradley walks Marquena again. He gets Tavares swinging. Sawinski struck him out too. All right. Ooh, who had the error? Taj Bradley. Neat. All right. Royce Lewis is aboard. Trey Morgan flies out to right. Andrew Benintendi at first base is hilarious. Like, the dude's not a bad defensive outfielder. He's not great, but he's not bad. Jose Fermin gets it down. I am going to run on Marquena. Ridiculous. I watched him play in Detroit. He doesn't have that good of an arm. Ridiculous. Miguel Amaya walks. Owen Miller grounds out. I mean, that's a double play even if I don't send Royce then. So the result is the same. Clean fifth from Taj. I'd like to see if I can get some of the sixth from him too, because our bullpen is looking a little tired. Gets Montgomery. Very good. There we go. He gets Benintendi. Can he strike out the side? No, he walks Marquena again. You've walked this poor man 3 times today. All right, we're getting Cole Sands warming in case Tavares gets aboard. I hope he flew out. All right. I mean, that wasn't the smoothest outing any of us have ever seen, but it wasn't terrible. Our offense has just been actually bad. So, thank you, Taj. I mean, he walked 6 guys. That's hard to have a good outing when that happens. Nice try. I've seen enough of those infield singles today. Gets Teal to fly out. Martini hits it to first. Easy relay. To the 8th we go. Maya grounds out. Owen Miller desperately searching. There we go. He gets it down. We have a runner, folks. Jenkins walks. 2 on, 1 out. Luke Keeschel swings at a terrible pitch. Down he goes. Matt Wallner strikes out looking. Aye. That was pretty grim. Ideally, Cole Sands can just get me the outs here. Well, he got me the 1. Benintendi flies out to right. Let's see if he can get Kana. And he does. Very good from Cole Sands. All right, we'll get Watanabe up in case we tie it and or take the lead. Byron Buxton gets it. Nah, that's going to line out. For a second, I thought that was low enough, but it kept high. Royce Lewis grounds out, and that leaves our final out, Trey Morgan. Struck out swinging. We lose to the White Sox 2-0. Offensively, we had 3 hits, 4 walks. That was grim. I think Taj Bradley was okay, but he allowed 6 walks, and so his pitch count was insane. Did not help matters. So we move on now. A win here. We win the series. A loss, split it. Zebby Matthews on the mound. And this will be the last game we play today. And then we will start next episode with the draft. So Buxton is resting. That's fine. I'm actually perfectly fine with this order. What was I doing? There we are. I'm going to give Owen Miller the day off. I'm going to let Jose Fermin take second. We're going to roll the dice there. I'm also going to give Walker Jenkins the day off. James Outman will lead off. Gonzalez will bat 7th. We're losing a lot of lefties in this whole process. Brooks Lee's gone. Cody Clemens gone. Culpepper's hurt. We are losing a lot of our lefty advantage that we enjoyed for first half of the season. Matt Wallner solo shot. That'll play. Uh-oh. Kyle T's aboard for Martini. All right, my draft. Former team. Let's go. Wha-bang. Oh, man. Nothing from Fermin. And Outman swings at a pitch that was in the opposite batter box. It's got little Javi Baez into my field. There we go. Matt Wallner 2 home runs on the day, bringing his total to 22. For those keeping track at home, Luke Keeschel, meanwhile, has officially gone cold, and his last multi-hit day was July 3rd. But it's fine. Solo shot for Rutschman. Royce Lewis flies out to left. We almost had a back-to-back-to-back. Could have been glorious. There we go. Trey Morgan gets it down. We have something here. Come on, Gabriel. Hits it in the right. Caught. Sebi's doing pretty good so far. He hits Encarnacion. Kyle Teal grounds it back to Zebi. He goes the second to get Encarnacion. The wild behavior. Martini hits the Fermin. Got him. Matt Wallner, can he have a 3 home run day? It'll have to wait to the next day be. Rutschman goes down swinging. Royce Lewis, he's trying. He's trying so hard to get involved in the home run party. It's just not working out. Come on, Zebi, you can get him. Encarnacion, vengeance. It's a to center, down. White Sox are on the board with the RBI single. We're going to get David Festa warming up. So they get the steal, fair enough. Kyle Teal hits it back to the pitcher. All right, pretty good from Zebi. You give me 6 innings, only 1 earned run. I am never going to complain. As Trey Morgan flies out to the warning track. Gabriel Gonzalez is on second, and Mydroth walks. 2 on, 1 out. Jose. And they hit him. Rude. Bases are loaded for Outman. He has power, but he also strikes out a ton. Keeschel hits it deep to center. Not deep enough. All right. Thank you, Zebi, for your service. I actually changed my mind. I'm going to let Festa sit. We're going to go Mason Montgomery for the 7th. Clean inning from him. That's all I need. Matt Wallner chasing a 3 home run day. The pitch, the swing, deep right field, gone. 3 home runs, 1 game for the right fielder. Matt Wallner, have a bow, sir. Exquisite stuff. Oh, a fan, I guess, wandered into the stands and into the field, and it distracted their pitcher. Royce Lewis gets aboard. We're going to pinch hit for Trey Morgan here. Miguel Amaya is going to get the bat. And he grounded out. And Gonzalez strikes out. All right. Let me make a quick sub. Walker Jenkins is going to come in for Gonzalez. Just gets me a much better upgrade on defense. Keckering for the 8th. Clean. How many pitches did he need? 10. All right. If it's still a save situation, then we bring in Watanabe. If we get an insurance run, I'm going to stay with Keckering for a bit. Mydroth, bloop single. Let's get it going. Jose Fermin swings on the 3-1 and lines out. Fair enough. Guys, quit trying to get him at first. They try to get him at second, and they succeed. Outman gets the steal. Good man. Come on, Luke. Wild pitch. Or excuse me, pass ball. Gets him to third. Kestrel hits it to third. Oh, the error. Not like this. They rule it an infield hit. That is a generous call. Folks, Matt Wallner with a chance to have 4 home runs in a single game. Full count the pitch. They walk him. Boos should descend from the crowds. Rutschman flies out to end the inning. We could have had. What's really annoying is he has 3 home runs, only 3 RBIs. They're just all solo shots. All right. We'll see if Keckering can just get me the 9th. Oh, he allowed 2 runs. Watanabe gets it done. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, he gave up a 2-run shot, but Watanabe holds it down, gets the save. Matt Wallner, 3 solo shots. That brings his home run total up to 23 on the season, and he's only at 84 games. Oh, that 2-year extension we gave him is looking beautiful right now. All right. We take the series 3 out of 4 games won. Let me advance the day to the draft. Very good. All right. How many players on the list? 12 of them. 12 of them we do not get fully scouted, but we still have high on a lot of them. So I might as well leave them on the list because we'll know anyway. Overall, I mean, I think it was okay. Losing 2 out of 3 to the White Sox, that's really the one that hurts. I mean, we took 2 out of 3 of the Guardians, which was awesome, 2 out of 3 of the Royals, and then 3 out of 4 to the White Sox to avenge that. So we are now tied atop the division. We're 4.5 games up in the wild card race, since we're starting to get into the territory where that matters. I think Chase Mydroth, so far, he's doing great. Defensively at short for us, 4.2 range, I'll take in like -0.1 zone rating, whatever. But the range is looking okay. Obviously, he's more of a second baseman, I would say, for our future. But we're figuring out a lot offensively in terms for next year. I think hopefully Adley Rutschman signs the contract extension we offered. I think it makes our life a lot easier, considering Eduardo Tai has done well in AAA defensively. The arm ain't great. He's an okay framer. He has 5 errors, which is a little scary. But if we can call him up like next year to be a backup, because he won't get as many at bats as, say, Miguel Amaya is getting right now. But it does mean we probably won't bring Miguel Amaya back next season. We might as well, to be fair, for insurance, unless the arbitration is like insane. What's his projection? Miguel Amaya, 4.4. That's not nothing for a backup catcher, but in 34 games so far, he's already worth 1 WAR, so that kind of is what it is. Benuelos just is not playing in AAA. It's kind of sad. So that is where things stand. I think we're doing pretty good, considering our best pitcher, Framber Valdez, has been out for a month now. So we're holding water there at least. I'm getting a little worried about some of our bullpen guys like Bruce Starr, Mason Montgomery. Cantorino's got hit a little bit too, but that'll hopefully sort itself out. But that is where I am going to stop this episode. We'll pick up next time, literally right here, with the draft. And then we will hopefully get to the trade deadline. It might require me kind of blitzing through a couple of these series. But yeah, I mean, if Adley Rushman extends, then our pending free agent list gets pretty tiny in terms of guys we want to extend. I think I'm still in the camp of letting Pablo Lopez go. Um, in contract extension right now, he wants 4 years, 88 million with an opt out after 2. We got a lot of young pitchers in Double A and Triple A that I think are waiting for their opportunity. So that'll be a big decision we have to make with Pablo Lopez. We're certainly not trading him because we need him for this year for the potential playoff run. So those decisions will be made then. But thank you all for watching. I know I kind of move a little bit slower through the seasons compared to certainly other out of the park YouTubers, but I just like to, this is the pace I like to go at. It's how I enjoy it. So thank you all for watching. I'm trying to get YouTube caught up a little bit episodes wise. They're about like 3 behind at this point. So trying to get that going. And also starting the Road Warden series, which I am looking forward to continuing that. So I thank you all for watching. See you next time.